All right, Shay, we'll start with you real quick. Just your overall thoughts on game day and getting out there and splitting reps.
I thought we showed a little bit of what we can do. There were still a lot of miscues, missed assignments and stuff. I thought we played well though. First day, like, real contact, real game scenario. I felt like we did it just as good as we could have, but we still have a lot more we could do.
I know as you, Mr. Lewis, all spring long, with a couple of the other quarterbacks being out. How beneficial was that for you guys to, instead of 4 quarterbacks being there? I mean, it sucks just 7-2, but the 2 of you guys get to split equal reps kind of, and that's gonna help come fall, right?
See, we get a lot of reps since there's only 2 quarterbacks, but it's not just me and Durante. I mean, Ryan definitely helps. Dustin, they always give input. So our quarterback core is more of we're a group, and whoever's out there, we want them to succeed. So I see us more as a family. We get a lot of reps, we practice, and it was good.
What did you see out of guys like Keandre and John and Wyatt at those skill positions today?
John who?
Short?
Oh, Joe Short?
Or Joe Short.
Yeah. The receivers we have are the best in the league. We have the best core, and so I expect perfection pretty much out of my receivers. Joe, Wyatt's a tough kid. He's always tough. Everybody knows what Wyatt can do, but Joe really stepped up today. He shocked probably everybody on the team, and it's good though because Wyatt needs a little bit of a load off. He's taking a beating last year, but it's good that Joe stepped up.
Levi, from a defensive perspective, evaluate the game today for me.
I thought it was pretty good. We flew around and silly stuff that we messed up earlier in spring, we cleaned that up, and it's still gonna be miscues no matter what you do. But as a whole, we flew around, we did our assignments, and we made
things like that.
Yeah, before we start practice, even in the winter condition, we had a lot of moves. I moved from safety to linebacker. But the transition always smooth. Our coaches do a great job with teaching us in the film room and getting all that together. So yeah, once we got on the field and started teaching, it was a smooth transition.
How do you, momentum-wise, going into the fall? What does a day like today give you?
I mean, it just makes us all excited. We can't wait to play games. Spring everybody says we practice and then no games. Now we're ready to go play games and win. We want to win, so I think our spring showed us that.
Awesome day for us. Spring game, really was pleased with the crowd. I thought that was great representation of the program. We're playing a football game here in April and have that kind of crowd was pretty great, pretty unique for us, and we're over the top excited about really how much the community's rallying around the program.
Start from an offensive perspective. You're an offensive guy. What did you like and see out of the offense today, Chris?
Yeah, no question. I think we executed a lot of different plays and a lot of different looks, and I think that's really good. That's the impressive part of that. We're operating guys with 2 true freshmen, not even redshirt freshmen. There's true freshman quarterbacks. So for them to be executing and playing at the level in which they're playing right now can only get better and better as we matriculate forward in their careers. So I'm excited for both those guys.
How much of the playbook did you guys use offensively today? Was it just try to keep it simple this spring and just get the kids looks and things like that?
Yeah, in terms of the playbook mass, I mean, a very small percentage we run in spring, but they've been able to execute that percentage, and that's tough. And I've had a lot of kids that have been older than them not execute as much as they're doing, both of doing right now.
And it was nice for your 2 quarterbacks. I know you prefer to have all 4 guys healthy, but the 2 that did get reps got a lot of them this spring, and that's going to do nothing but be a positive to go in the fall.
Absolutely right. Absolutely.
Defensively, what'd you see out there?
Yeah, physical. I thought they were fast. I thought they made plays, and I thought we really picked up momentum as the game went on. Excited to see those guys mature and gel and play together. I think our defensive staff has got great continuity now. We were able to add John Perella, who does a heck of a job for us up front. I think Joe Ballard is only going to get better and better in our coordinator role. So right now, as the head coach, looking back at looking forward to our defense, I think it's nothing but really excitement. I think our players are entrenched in the system. Should be fun. Especially with the kids. You moved a couple kids, couple different positions, but it didn't seem like they were out of place. It seemed like they were in place and comfortable today. And for you guys, that's got to be a benefit going down the road. Yeah, almost just like you asked the offensive question.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of the same. They're executing. You don't see a lot of busts in coverage. You don't see a lot of gaps uncovered, which is commonplace in the spring for a young defense, and it's been pretty consistently sound for us thus far.
Well, what did you see out of your special teams today? Again, not too much time on the field, but what did you see out of them?
Yeah, you know, I think it's obvious to us that we've got a heck of a punter. It's also obvious that there'll be a field goal kicker here in September that's not with us right now. So that'll be a pretty good competition for us in camp. We've got 3 really good ones coming in. But I thought, you know, when you're in this type of environment where it's spring and it's at the end, we're dead on our returners. So we just want to kind of expedite the process. I thought we did that.
Now, you had all the time with the kids, and now it's like, okay, gotta kind of wait now for a couple weeks, couple months more like, but get that itch now. You can't scratch that itch. What do you do now between now and then to get ready for the fall?
I stay with that itch.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I haven't felt, but you know, there's a lot to do. We'll make sure we're doing a great job managing our guys academically now and giving them the support they need and make sure they finish as strong as we possibly can. Make sure we're detailed in our off-season conditioning and how we're going to go about summer workouts. And then, believe it or not, in May and June, we'll hit the road and start spring recruiting for next year's class. So there's a bunch going to go on here before our preseason camp begins. And you can't really skip a phase. You know, it's one of those deals where college football is year-round, and it's pretty extensive. So we're excited to win this phase. We think we won the winter phase. We certainly feel like we did a great job in the spring, and that was proof today. But we really got to do a great job just doing one day at a time and winning every day.
Anything else, guys? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay, guys.